I don't care what anyone says. That is a good looking car. Right, so I was having a peculiar water leak. This is my mate's old car. He passed away and I bought his car because I wanted to finish it for him. Irrelevant to that. So when he had the car, he had a bit of a leak and we fucking did the usual bullshit. We pulled all this out. We checked the seam sealer, no cracks. This was an old seal and it had shrunk, because they shrink back, don't they? So he bought a new one from Honda. I think it was about 30 quid or something like that anyway. Because it had a windscreen, as you can see. It's different windscreen. Most of them will say Honda if they haven't had a windscreen. Can you see that? I'm trying to get that. Why is it not showing up? Right, it says Honda there anyway. Look, there you go. Right. So if it's an original, it'll say Honda. So it's had a new screen in it. And we thought, that's usually why you get this, like a rust on the top. If you've got rust, you've probably had a windscreen and they've scratched it, taken it out. Anyway, relevant. So we got some Tiger Seal anyway, pulled out the old one, scraped some of the shite out of it, and then Tiger Sealed the fuck out of it, stuck this in, and then we Tiger Sealed down the side here. We thought we'd got it, right? Well, he thought he'd got it. He didn't mention anything about it, but he was too ill anyway to really care at that point. But anyway, so when I bought it, I was like, got it home and I thought, fucking hell, it smells a bit funky. You know what I mean? It smelled a bit like, stagnant water. Anyway, so I pulled the carpet up. There was nothing, it was bone dry. So I was like, all right, well, I've got some work to do on this car anyway. So I took all the interior out. Anyway, pissed it down one day. Like, proper smashed it down. In fact, it was about 2 days worth recently. And I was getting a fucking pool of water. And I was like, right, must find this. So jumped online as you do, and they were saying, oh, check this little shelf bit in here. Yeah, there was water on there. Oh, it's probably this seam seal. Nope, nothing. Pulled all this out, nothing. Nothing was leaking down it or anything. And I was like, right, what the fuck is going on? So I ripped all this wadding out and sound deadening or insulation or whatever you want to call it, and it was still pissing in. And I was like, right, what the fuck could it be? So anyway, I come out here and I was like, right, we took the windscreen wiper off and pulled this little panel out here. I'll just show you it. It's just on these little poppers. You just pop it out. It's got 2 little tabs here that hook under this side, so if you do rag it off, don't rip it off because you'll bust them and then you're fucking knackered, aren't you? And then these are just on, just put your fingers under it and pull up, and it's just on these little pins on the way down, and it comes off. And then there's just some clips and you just pop them out. I think there's about 3 clips. You literally get a panel remover and just pop it out. Anyway, remove that. So I had a look on that side as well. I thought, we'll just check it, see what it looked like. Because I noticed the sealant only went so far down. You can see it only goes to there. But it was a bit shady and I thought, could be something to do with that. Anyway, so got a tie wrap. And at the other side, I was just prodding, going up under here, prod, and I could feel it was hard all the way down. There was a sealant there. Come to this side, when it's solid. Oh, it's soft. And it felt like foam. And I was like, right, that's weird. And then I went a bit further. It's about an inch, half an inch to an inch. And then it was solid again. And I was like, yeah, I bet it's that. It's got to be something to do with that. And I could just feel it prodding in, soft. So got watering can and I just poured a shitload of water down here and watched what it did. And it a lot of it had run down, but a lot of it would go up under. And then when I checked in, you could see it just slowly starting to seep down. So anyway, I sealed the fuck out of it, put loads of sealant up here, and then just sealed this down here. Wipe the finger down, so at least it's directing the water away. It's sealed now anyway. I ain't had any leaks since, and I put the hose pipe on it. I literally just run the fucking hose pipe down this gutter, all down the front, and just left it running for ages. Come out, nothing. Still nothing now as well. So if you've done this top seal, these side seals, checked all your seam sealer and everything, and you've done everything, and you're still getting a leak, just see if you've had a windscreen point. Because if you have, they might have just missed a little bit. You know, I don't know. It's an honest mistake, obviously, but still, fucking annoying. Anyway, well, I hope that might help somebody out, you know, who's got a random leak.